Hey YouTube, so I'm back again. Sorry. I just got a ton of questions, well not a ton, but a few, from Hot Chocolate Sunday again, on my 2 videos that I just posted, so I thought I'd make a video just to answer them quickly because I'm kind of planning to not make a video again until next week now, so I thought I'd get this kind of bit done with so I don't forget. The first one was, did I breastfeed Dylan and am I planning on breastfeeding this time? I did breastfeed Dylan, I still do. 20 months in and he's still breastfeeding, almost 21 months. Yeah, I've had a long old journey with breastfeeding, and yeah, I'm going to breastfeed the next one. I don't kind of know what's going to happen to Dylan when I'm feeding the next one. We're thinking maybe he'll wean himself because breast milk changes into colostrum first, which is kind of richer and there's less of it for newborns. Then it changes into milk. So maybe when my milk changes back into that, he'll decide not to like it and wean himself. Otherwise, it looks like I might be tandem feeding, which will be interesting, to say the least. So, yep, I breastfeed still. Also, did I have breast pain with this pregnancy? So much. Oh, it's so bad. Especially because I'm breastfeeding as well, so it's like they're not even like off limits, they're in constant use. Sometimes I've kind of felt like if I look down my top, my nipples will be bleeding or would have fallen off. Like it's really painful, and plus it's super cold here, and so girls will know that nipples that are like ding, plus cold and wind is just, it's not nice. So yeah, I've had a lot of breast pain. It really sucks. I really don't like it. And did I get PMS before I fell pregnant? No, not at all. Which isn't because like I'm super chill and stuff, because I'm really not. I'm really anxious and neurotic. It's mostly because my hormone levels are really low because of my anorexia, and so ovulating and having a period kind of doesn't change my body hormonally that much. Yeah, I don't get bloated, I don't gain weight, I don't have mood swings, which is, I guess, lucky for other people, but then I get pregnant and I turn into Sasquatch, so. Then there was, is my eating any better now? And am I getting the right amount of calories and nutrients? My eating's better. It has to be better. I'm having a baby. I need to nourish my baby as well as my body so I can carry semi-healthily, although we know I'm not going to carry completely healthily. In saying that, I'm not eating a normal amount of food. Normal for a woman is 2,000 calories. Pre-pregnancy, I was probably digesting about 200 a day. Which is creeping up slowly. I'm drinking a lot of smoothies. They're homemade green smoothies. That's kind of helping me keep my intake constantly up and up and up a day without having to eat constantly. When I was pregnant with Dylan, I was eating like 5 or 6 meals a day, like small meals, and I was just so miserable. But the smoothies are helping. A typical smoothie kind of contains like a cup of kale, a cup of spinach, some sort of fruit juice. I use cranberry and orange at the moment. Then a cup of strawberries, maybe like half a cup of blueberries, and then a cup of another fruit. This one has green tea and pineapple in it too, which is pretty nice. So I'm drinking them, which helps me get lots of nutrients, lots of fibre and lots of vitamins in, which is good. But I mean, when I was pregnant last time, I had 2 nutritionists, one at the Maudsley, which is an eating disorder unit, and one who was with my midwifery team. And we talked a lot as a group about what a baby needs to grow. And so I'm aware of the calories that I'm taking in now and how much a baby needs to develop healthily. And so I'm eating above what the baby needs so my body can sustain itself. But I've still got quite a long way to go to work up to even 1,000 calories a day. But I'm working on it. I'm going to start adding things like pea protein, it's like a vegan protein, and peanut butter to my smoothies at some point to kind of get more calories in. But it's something that I need to work on quite slowly because upping my intake massively and then gaining, which would result in gaining a lot of weight very quickly for me, which wouldn't be healthy. I wouldn't have a healthy pregnancy if I gained, 60, 70 pounds, which wouldn't be completely out of the question if I started eating 2,000 plus calories a day. But it would also have a really negative psychological effect that I have to be very careful of, because I don't want to trigger a massive relapse, especially not in pregnancy. And also, but losing weight when you're first pregnant, I lose weight for two reasons. Well, I lost weight for two reasons, but with Dylan I lost weight too, because I didn't know I was pregnant. The baby kind of sucks all the nutrients, all the calories, all the everything from me. And so, despite there being a baby, when it weighs, less than an ounce, the baby's nothing. And so, but it was taking everything, so my body loses weight. But also this time round I had horrendous morning sickness. I still have quite bad morning sickness. But it got to the point where, everything, even just, water was upsetting my stomach, and I was just not digesting anything. And so I lost 18 pounds in about a month, maybe just less. But that seems to be waning now. I'm very cautious about what I eat. I know that there are 3 or 4 things aside from dry toast and dry pasta that I can eat. But I'm also very cautious of if I start to feel sick, or a smell makes me feel sick, I won't touch it while I'm still feeling dodgy, because I don't want to throw up, because it makes me very ill and it really aggravates my heart condition. But yeah, you can lose weight the whole way through pregnancy. When I was pregnant with Dylan, when I was about 30 weeks, I hadn't been weighed for 5 or 6 weeks, and I hadn't gained any weight, but Dylan was getting bigger on the scans. And that's when I was really struggling with eating at that point during that pregnancy. And my body had lost weight, and me gaining fluids for the amniotic fluid and Dylan growing had compensated for the weight loss on what I was weighing overall. But when he was born, my body fat percentage was lower than it was before I was pregnant. So yes, I think that's it. Oh, and I was just asked, how old am I? I'm 21. 22 in July. So yeah. And you're really curious about my past now that I've talked about always wanting to be on the run. So I will answer that question for you soon. I will make a blog about my past next week. That'll be my next week's blog, aside from my pregnancy blog. So yeah, still feel free to ask me any questions. I will talk about pretty much everything. I've been really open on my YouTube. Some videos are privated now, but I've always been pretty open on my YouTube and my blog. So don't feel like you can't ask me anything, because I will talk. So yeah, I hope you're all well and you're not super bored of my voice by now. I know I am. And I'll see you next week. Bye.